Zach here from the Outdoor Zach07 YouTube channel, and today I'm back in Wales with these amazing hills surrounding me. Packed ultralight. We're going to hike up to a small little bothy, spend the night there, probably try and beat the rain. It's not very far, so let's get walking. So I said I packed ultralight today. You're probably thinking, Zach, what does that mean? You barely bring anything as it is. So I've brought no tent because I'm trying to get in this bothy. Got a bivvy bag just in case. I've also got, obviously, a sleeping bag, food, water, and a sleeping mat, and that's all I got. So it's going to be an interesting one. I don't know if we can go. I honestly have no idea what way it is, so it's going to be an interesting one, but we'll see how it goes. So obviously, being in the middle of nowhere, you probably think, Zach, well, isn't it a good idea to download a map? Aha, see, this is where Zach shows his magic by not downloading a map. I've got a screenshot on my phone. Obviously, I've parked the car up there, but trying to read it, I've took the worst screenshot somehow in my life. Basically, I just need to go to where the river starts to open up a bit, but I've got to go up here, I believe up there, round and down, because this is someone's field, so I can't go in there, because I was just going to jump over that gate, but it always scares me doing that because I'm scared I'm going to get shot or something by the farmer. So yeah, and I must also say, I just wanted to say thank you very much for my last video I posted. Got almost over 700 views now. So if you're new to my channel and you're watching along, thank you. Always let me know how to improve these videos. I'll always take feedback and get distracted by these guys. But no, so I'm gonna head down here, I believe. This is actually my first camp I've done solo for quite some time, because normally I'm always with someone, whether that be Harris or some of my other friends. So it feels quite bizarre coming out on my own. This was literally a last minute trip because I managed to get it off of work. So thought beat sitting at home in the bed, well, in the bedroom, sorry. So let's get out into nature. It's quite boggy here, probably because we're so close to this river. I'm not too sure what side of the river it's on. So I'm gonna hike up and round a bit, get on this side. There's a frog there. Look at that little frog. Hope that camera picks it up. Anyway, we've got some walking to do, so let's get going. So look at this, we've gone from super duper overgrown, super duper wet, to now super duper wet and overgrown. We've got a mix. So the bothy is literally just over there. 99% sure I can see the roof. But I'm gonna go down a bit because it looks like there's a path here. Because this, as you can see, is very overgrown and not too safe. Oh, here we go. Ooh. I'm so unstable. It's not as boggy here now. Praise the Lord, we're on solid ground. It's getting a bit windy now that we're out of sort of the block of land there, blocking the wind. But honestly, nothing beats. I say this is my first solo. My first video is actually a solo, but nothing beats just coming out here on your own, not really having a plan. I mean, all I know is I'm getting to this bothy, don't really know how. But yeah, nothing beats it. So honestly, if you're sat at home doing nothing, buy a tent. You don't even need a tent, you can come to one of these bothies, buy a sleeping bag, buy a rucksack, and buy a mat, and go explore the UK. Here we have a little babbling brook, as I like to call them. Right, here we go. Bah. There we go, easy work. This looks like a green road, which is basically, we have them all over the UK. They're basically a road that's meant for off-roading, because I want to buy an off-roading car and travel around England, but it's one, really expensive, and two, I'm obviously from London, so I wouldn't get out much using it. But up here, there's hundreds of green lanes that you can use for free, and most of which lead to places like this, as they're the only way you can get sort of medical assistance to a remote area like this. It will be off-road ATVs or Land Rovers normally, and they'll use the green lanes to get to these remote locations if there's ever a medical emergency. So we're back into overgrown, but you can see where all the sheep have been walking. So I tend to, if there's not a trail, just walk. Obviously, make sure when you're putting your feet, it's not going to give way. So I put a bit of weight down first, but then you can use where the sheep have been walking, because normally they're not as stupid as they look. Underneath me right now, it is literally just swamp, but fortunately hasn't actually rained that much in Wales this year, so a lot of the moss, if you look at this, how dry this is. So here we are. Now I know what you're thinking, Zach, that just looks like a plain, but I think if I read correctly, about sort of 10-15 years ago, this was an entire estuary. I keep saying estuary, a reservoir. So this would have all been water. But no, it's quite baffling how something this size that used to be full of water, oh that's boggy, that used to be full of water is now just a pond of bog. It does baffle me, but I don't know what that is. It's a weird little stream. Anyway, I'm going to try and get a bit higher, as the water is quite boggy down there. It's very bipolar, this area, because there you saw how boggy it is, but here it's solid ground. We're making good progress. Oh, I was going to do a time check, but my watch is trying to calibrate for some reason. There we go. Time check, 4:20. Anyway, I didn't actually know the time was 4:20, but we're gonna head up here. There is remnants of life. It's not in the middle of nowhere as much as I thought. Obviously there's a farm up there. That's why I reckon all these sheep are owned by. There's fences around half of these fields. So I also think potentially these are all owned by the same person and he just lets his sheep graze. So, back onto the topic of ultralight. I said I've gone ultralight today. Got a new rucksack. This is the Mammoth I don't know, 28 litres. But I more brought it because I want to do sort of more technical routes, eventually Mont Blanc. So it's good to have this one, so I don't need to buy another one. Thought I'd give it a good test out today. Really comfortable for being an ultralight backpack. So I'm quite pleased with it so far. But in total, all my gear weighs, I think I weighed it at home, it was like 8 kilos, or 9 kilos, which for ultralight is really heavy. But for me, that's quite light, because normally I have the big 65 litre rucksack and a tent and all my like winter sleeping bag and all that. So for me, this is quite light. And it's definitely making the walking a lot easier. So I think we're just approaching the Bothy now. You can see how much this is opened out now. And hopefully it's just up here, because it opens up here grass wise, because at the moment it's all like this bush. But if it doesn't open up here, I have no idea where the Bothy is. So hopefully it's just up here. I was getting a bit worried then. But I found it. He's only gone and found it, guys. No maps, apart from a screenshot I took of the complete wrong way. All right, we're here. No signs of anyone yet. I can't remember the name of this bothy. I'll insert it here. But it's only, well, it's old, but it's been restored. It was restored in 2013, so it's quite new. There's also a toilet in there, similar to the other one I went to with Harris, but this toilet's a lot better. I'll show you why in a second. Hello. Oh, we've got the whole place to ourselves by the looks of it. Here's the bothy. A lot smaller than some of the others. There you go, there's a load of... Oh, they're empty. Oh, that's nice. So here we are. Bit of a drying rack there. Obviously you've got a fireplace. That log burner looks pretty much brand new compared to some of the others that I've been to. Wow. It's very dark in here. Not many windows. But here we are. Obviously you've got your 3 bunks there. I'm probably going to take this one, I reckon. But yeah, quite a quaint little setup. Alright, so we're here. Let's have a little mooch around and see what we can find. So there's this, which has a padlock on it. So I don't know what's in there. I reckon it's probably maintenance for the Bothy, the Mountain Bothy Association. They do. Oh, I found some sheep. No, the Mountain Bothy Association basically look after these bothies, make sure they're all okay, all looked after. There's a pack of sheep outside, but other than that, there's not much to see. Oh, the toilet. Where is it? How does it open? Oh. Oh. Never mind, we're not going in there. That's staying closed. Alright, mate. Alright. Anyway, let's get the bed set up, I think. This is my latest purchase. A little pump for my mat. It's tiny, like that's all the size it is. And it pumps it up in about 2 minutes. And there's the sleep system all set up. Anyway, I am going to probably start cooking food now, as I'm rather hungry. So, you're probably thinking, what are you eating today, Zach? Have you got another one of them boring, dehydrated meals? Pfft, no, I have some noodles, some pad thai mix, some, don't even know what that says, crispy onions, and some sauce. Water's boiling away. It's so dark in here. I don't know why. I've even got the door open. Like, there's loads of windows as well, to be honest, but mind you, it's quite grey outside. If there was wood, I probably would have got a fire on, but there isn't. I've had to get the flashlight out, but noodles are coming on all right. They're very... It's boiling, but it's not boiling very fast, which is weird. I think I might be getting low on gas, which is not good. So, noodles are all done. Drained. Time to add the seasoning, which is like a pad thai mix and the sauce. And then we're going to get eating, baby. So, food's ready. If I get the flashlight on it, look at that lovely pad thai. Food. Look at this for a little spot to eat my grub. Just drinking my cider, taking in the views. I don't think we'll get a good sunset today. There's a bit of blue up there, but it's behind the clouds. and it's getting very drizzly now. It's starting to rain a bit. Alright guys, so you can see it's quite late now. It's about 8 o'clock. Still barely light. It looks a lot lighter on camera. But I'm gonna go into the Bothy now and probably watch YouTube and Netflix for a little bit, watch a movie. Just chill out. I need to get changed into sort of sleep gear, but I'm quite tired actually, which is good. So hopefully I'll get a good night's sleep. Alright guys, I don't know how well you can actually see me, but I've got the fire going. It's a bit cold now. There was like a couple blocks and a stick I found, so it's probably going to go out in about 20 minutes, but I'll take as much heat as I can get. I've got the super warm sleeping bag anyway, so should be okay. But no, there's no wood anywhere, so some of these bothies do have wood in them, so that's why I presume there would be. But no, I'm gonna get some sleep because it's now 9 o'clock, sorry. So we're gonna go to bed, I think, because there's not much else to do. So yeah, I will see you in the morning. Okay, good morning guys. I don't know how well you can see me because it's still quite dark. It's 7 o'clock, so I kind of woke up now just to try and catch the sunrise. It's not too cold actually. I'd say 7-8 degrees maybe, which is a bit chilly, but isn't as cold as it could be. But no, it was good sleep actually. I find it quite like spooky, you know, like you hear the odd noise and you think, oh, it's like a ghost. And no, it's probably just creaking of an old house, which is most definitely what it is. There was a mouse walking around. I woke up to sort of rustling a second ago, and he was inside my pack. Obviously all my food was all sealed up in a dry sack, so we didn't get any of it, but he was inside my pack, which was quite funny. But no, so I'm gonna wait for the sunrise probably for 10-15 minutes, see if it's meant to rise at 7:30, so wait till 7:30. If nothing, I'll get moving. If there's a sunrise, I'll probably make breakfast and watch it, but yeah, let's get packed away first and we'll go from there. So you're looking at my bag and you're probably thinking, oh, what's all of that weird white looking stuff everywhere and all over my nice cook set? There was a nice smear of it all over somewhere. Yeah, there. Well, that's slug slime. Is there any in the bag? Oh yeah, there's a bit there. Always nice. But then again, like, look at this. All over the table. I probably should have realised. So it's all over the bottom of the bag there. All over this. Look at that. Lovely. That's so nice, that. Okay guys, bags all packed. One tip, buy these. These are dry bags. You see how easy they fit in. So obviously I've got my clothes in here, my electricals, and in this one's my food. But they just make packing so much easier because you can see that it's well packed out now. So none of it's going to move around in there. And I've also got my cooker obviously, but definitely recommend getting these. Just like that, we're gone. Thank you, Mr. Bothy, for having me last night. Still got the head torch on for some reason. It was a good sleep, actually. I think on my watch it said I got 9 hours of sleep, which for me is pretty good because normally quite a sort of deep sleep but short amount of time sort of person. I'm gonna sit here, have my cigar. What was that noise? It's always nice coming out here because you just listen and you hear some weird animal noises. Alright guys, so cigar's all finished. Put it in the little log burner in there just to, because I didn't want to put it in my rubbish bag in case it melted. Looking at the Bothy for one final time. Thank you, Mr. Bothy. No, so we're going to get walking now. It's quite windy, I know you can't hear it on the camera, which is weird because I can see when there's a little like signal or symbol when it's windy on the camera, so it hasn't come up unless that's not working. Anyway, we got to now navigate our way back. We came from down there, obviously, but I am going to follow this path, I think. That could be a mistake, could be good, but I don't know. So we're going to follow this path. Obviously, I know the rough area of where the car is parked, so we should be okay. Worst comes to worst, I'll just have to walk back through all that tundra or bushes. And just like that, the Bothy is gone. You can't even see it now. But yeah, I can't believe this reservoir. So it used to come up right up to there. You can see the bank, and all of this would have been underwater. But now it's so empty. I was watching a quick video on the Bothy before I got here. I think the guy I was watching said it hadn't been full for like 10-15 years, so whether it will ever fill back up, who knows. Well, at least the car hasn't been stolen, always a good sign. I must say, my feet and trousers are absolutely soaked because I was walking, and obviously this is a big valley, so down about there I was walking and it just looked like another one of them boggy areas. So I've stepped in it and my foot has sunk about 2 foot down, and my feet are just like, there's literally puddles of water in my boots because it went over the top of the boot. So I'm gonna get back to the car and probably tip the water out my boots and then begin the 4.5 hour journey home. I've only just got cell reception, but there's loads of traffic on the M4, so it's going to be a long journey. Well, at least I enjoyed it though. It was a good trip, good solo trip to get out of the house on short notice and enjoy nature. Oh, and we're back. Oh, what a trip, what a trip. My feet are soaked, but no, it was a really good trip. There's some happy campers here, so I'm being a bit quiet. I saw them yesterday. I didn't realise they'd be sleeping there, but they are. Anyway, I'm gonna get changed, I think. I'm gonna put some shorts on, get out of these trousers. Haven't even got a spare pair of socks that are dry. Actually, I do. Alright guys, so all changed, got the grippers out. I'm gonna dry my feet using a t-shirt because I ain't got a towel. But no, that's gonna be the end of this video. It was good fun coming away on my own. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, so it helps me out quite a lot to promote my channel, to get it to more people. If not, that's cool. But yeah, so this is the end of this one. I'll catch you in the next one.